Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel, The Power of a Set Mind. First of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. I title, Ready for a Change? 4 Simple Steps to the New You. If you find it engaging, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and leave your comments or questions below. And sign up for the course. How are you today? Are you feeling stagnant or confused or overwhelmed? Do you deep inside know that there is something greater waiting for you? Or do you have a specific desire that you are not able to manifest? Or maybe you just need more fulfillment in your life? Or you just want a change? Wherever you are in your personal life, you stopped here for a reason. Now, I invite you to make yourself comfortable, minimize distractions by turning off or silencing your phone, and bringing your full presence to this moment. This is your time. You deserve it. My name is Alessandra, and today I will give you 4 tools that will help you obtain the results you are wishing for. If you start using them, that is. Let me begin with a short story to warm us up a little. Reverend Murphy is in line at the gates of heaven. St. Peter is at the gate checking each person in and one by one. In front of Reverend Murphy is a man wearing tattered pants and a tie-dye t-shirt and a baseball cap backwards. And Father Murphy is very intrigued by the man and this man, and also very excited about entering heaven. Next, says St. Peter, and the casual man steps forward. Name and occupation, please, says St. Peter. Joe Jackson, New York City, taxi cab driver, 35 years. St. Peter looking at his roster. He said, "Oh, Mr. Jackson, welcome, welcome." And he hands him a silk robe and a golden staff. Next, says St. Peter. Father Murphy advances with excitement. Name and occupation, please, says St. Peter. And Reverend Robert Murphy, Santa Maria Chapel, 40 years of service. St. Peter looking at his list and say, "Oh, I see. Welcome, Reverend Murphy." And he hands him a cloth robe and a wooden staff. Reverend Murphy is surprised and takes the garment, and after just a few steps, he turns around and with some hesitation asks, "St. Peter, I don't mean to appear ungrateful for the cloth robe and the wooden staff, but I was a minister for 40 years. I gave my heart and soul to my church and my congregants. I got up early every Sunday to lead a service, teaching the Lord's words. I was always ready to help anyone who was in need. I did not fail to notice, how would a taxi driver get a silk robe and a golden staff?" "Well, you see, Reverend Murphy," says St. Peter, "here in heaven, we go by results. When you were preaching, people were sleeping. But when the man was driving, people were praying." I think this story makes me laugh, but it's a cute reminder that we all want results in our life. So today we are exploring a system, or a language we could say, for creating the results we want. The system for success. When learning a new language, be it a spoken language, a gesture language, a computer language, your pet's language, or English, any of the many languages we learn throughout our life, it is not so easy at first, and we need to pay attention and practice regularly to become fluent so that we can create the results we want. We also learn faster if we really dive into it and hang out with people that are fluent in the language we want to learn. The system for success we're learning today is not different. Once we understand it, we practice it, and we start using it intentionally, we can apply it to any area of life that we want to improve. This language or system for success we're exploring together was created by Mary Morrissey, the founder of the Brave Thinking Institute, an amazing woman. It is the product of 40+ years of study and a fervent desire to help people live a life they would love living, not just through inspirational words, but by providing a structured, reliable, and repeatable step-by-step course for helping you create what matters most to you. Tens of thousands of people around the world, including me, have been creating abundant lives using this system, elevating their own vibration, the vibration of their family and friends and their communities. So let's get started. I also encourage you to participate fully as if we were in the same hall and answer questions when invited to do so. All right? Yes! Great work. We may use some sound effect, as you have heard already, to make it more fun. And I say may because I'm not sure I can make it work coherently, but I'll try to entertain you. My intention today is to share with you 4 powerful tools that will improve results in your life. By the time this video ends, you will be empowered with 3 tools that are part of the Dream Builder course and can help you start making valuable changes in your life, and 1 tool to help you increase your resilience to stress. I want to share a technique called heart focused breathing that I learned from HeartMath Institute when I became certified to teach their course. This workshop will help you gain greater clarity on your goals and dreams and a stronger feeling of confidence in your ability to achieve those goals and dreams. You can. Are you up for that? Say yes. Yes! Fantastic. What I have learned during my coaching career is that our dreams are often born from a desire to transform the challenges we are facing and the pain we are experiencing. Our longing or discontent are generally the signals that something is not quite right and that we have unfulfilled dreams and desires. This pain we feel, or the burning desire for something new, are the catalyst for growth within us and essential for moving us forward towards change, creating new results in our life. Let me share with you a time in my life when longing and discontent were very strong and led me to make a very needed changes. After the separation from the man that I thought was going to be my lifelong companion and all the painful changes it brought, the pandemic was the final straw and catapulted me in a river of suffering, sacrifices, and exhaustion. I felt that I was always swimming against the current. I looked at my life and I did not recognize it. I truly could not believe that was me. I was living my worst nightmare, working a 7 days work week regularly, rarely having time for friends and family, my pets, and my creative expression. I felt lonely, overwhelmed, and I had lost my spirit, my passion for life. I was trapped by my self-imposed limitation and felt like a drone. I had abandoned any healthy routine because I just work all the time. And every day I had to face the agonizing pain and guilt for leaving my adored dogs, my faithful companion, the one that never judged me, locked in the house for who knows how many hours. One evening, arriving home late again, the intensity of my despair was tangible. My loving dog so happy to see me, my energy depleted, my body hungry and exhausted. They deserved so much more than the tired walk I could barely manage. What happened to me? I felt my heart sink and freeze with fear. And then I felt angry. I remember thinking, this can't be it. I want my life back. It was clear I could not continue this way. I started searching. And one blessed day, I heard Mary Morrissey speak with Bob Proctor. And I felt a tingle of life going through my body. Her message resonated deep in my heart. And I saw a faint light appear at the end of the dark tunnel. And I have been there for so long. I signed up for her course, Dream Builder, despite feeling utterly depleted of time, money, and energy. And it truly became my lifeline. I could only go through my classes late at night, and I could not attend the live Q&A. Sometimes I have to repeat the same class 2 or 3 times because I would fall asleep. But I worked on it religiously, and I repeated the course 2 times, and I did better the second time. And the spark in my soul was growing stronger. So I signed up, this time with the guidance of a coach, which I was not used to since I was the coach. Having a skilled partner helping me through these difficult changes was amazing, and the transformation began. Within a year, I left the city and moved to a calm Washington town near my son, where I presently live. Here I found a beautiful old country home in 1 acre of land, so plenty of gardening, which always restore my soul. The next year, with a heavy heart, I left my great team and my position and started a new adventure. I enrolled in the Dream Builder Coach program and opened my own business as a life transformation and Dream Builder Coach. Now I love my life again. My spirit is back. I love my job helping people find their true self again. And I am so grateful for being able to work a schedule that suits me. I have time to play, be creative, be with my friends and family, and play with my dogs in our nice garden. And most of all, I learned that I don't have to do everything alone. And having a mentor can really improve the speed in which things happen. Today, I'm sharing with you some principles from the Dream Builder program that will help you transform your longing and discontent into new results. In this program, there are 10 principles that will skyrocket your success if you apply them to your life. I am so happy to give you 3 of these principles that will help you start on the path of creating a life you absolutely love. These 3 principles are the keys to mastering your results. So remember to start using them right away. Don't put them in a drawer and forget about it. There are 4 domains in which we create results in our lives, and they are health and well-being, love and relationships, vocation, and time and money freedom. Maybe you never thought about it, but you are having results in each of these areas right now. Some results you may love and other results not so much. The results you're getting in these 4 areas of life right now are the perfect reflection of your awareness in this area. Here's the good news. No matter what the results are right now, no matter how big a challenge it might feel like to you, no matter how long and all the results has been in place, you absolutely have the power to create new results. The exact results you would love to have in your life. So let's expand your awareness together by studying the pattern that creates your results. It's what is called the results formula. This formula begins like this. Thoughts create feelings. Your thoughts cause your feelings. And you know this. When you are joyful, you think joyful thoughts. You feel happy, and you might even laugh all by yourself. When you think scary or sad thoughts, you will feel stressed, and your heart might beat faster, and you might even cry. So that means that your body is having a feeling based on your thoughts, and therefore thoughts also affect your physiology. Feelings, by universal law, feelings are expressed with action or reaction. Thought of accomplishment will make you feel confident and energized and lead you to take different action than you would if you felt unskilled, frustrated, or sad. It is clear that our action contribute to our results. Again, thoughts cause your feeling cause your action, and your action cause your results. It's simply the law of cause and effect. So your results, your present state of being, are a clear indication of what you have been thinking, because results never lie. To create no results in your life, you must pay attention to your thoughts. And that is something that we call notice what you're noticing. In the same way that you can notice how your sweater feels on your body. Is it soft or is it itchy? Does it fit comfortably? How your body feels on the chair you're sitting on. Is it well supported, or there are like pressure points that are annoying? If you pay attention, you can also notice how what you're thinking or how affects your mood, how you are feeling emotionally. Like when you think this sweater is very itchy, you're affecting your mood, you're annoyed. So let's do a little exercise and apply this concept of the result formula to your life. And notice what you're noticing. Get a pen or a pencil or your journal or a piece of paper and keep this video short. We will not go over the in-depth version of this exercise as I usually do it with my clients during the classes. So for this quick life assessment, you will need to pause the video while you are thinking and writing, because I won't take any pause. I am inviting you to notice your current results in each area of your life. And on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being not fulfilled at all and 5 being completely fulfilled, rate how you feel in each one of the quadrants. All right? Let's start. Health and well-being. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you with your current health results? Write down everything, even if you feel healthy, but maybe you would like just to be a little bit stronger. All right? Let's consider the results in your love and relationships. On a scale of 1 to 5, how fulfilled are you in this quadrant? You may want to find the love of your life or strengthen the relationship that you're in, for example. And now let's consider the results in your vocation domain, which can be your career or your creative expression or your community activity, volunteering, or however you share your gift in this world. And next, we will consider time and money freedom. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate this quadrant? Do you have enough money and time to do what you want, or maybe not enough of either one? So now that you have considered all these quadrants, you've done a great job. And now let's take a moment to reflect on your life assessment. You consider each of the domain of your life and give them a rating. So pay attention to your thoughts around those results. Remember, these are your results. Try not to engage in judgment or blame or shame. Your responses are not good or bad or right or wrong. You are simply paying attention to and noticing what you would love more of or less of in your life. Now that you look at your current results and consider what you would love to change, think, what is it costing you for these results to remain the same? Whatever your results have been up until now, you have the power within you to create the results you love. It all starts right here, in your mind, with your thoughts. Even though we might forget at times, or we might not want to acknowledge it for fear of failure or disappointment, we all have wishes, and therefore we have dreams. This brings us now to the first key to mastering your results, and it is also the number one secret of dream building, is designing your dream. When you would love different results in your life, you plan for them. Just like if you have a clear, you have a clear blueprint of when you want to build a house or a cabinet or a birthday cake, anything that you want to build, you need to have a blueprint. And so do your dreams. Without a clearly defined blueprint, you cannot build your dreams. So write this down. Clarity is power. Once you become clear on what you really want in life, you begin to see opportunities and resources that you may never have thought of. Things seem to appear out of the blue. So let's design the blueprint from your dream and let's make it specific. Let me ask you, what would you love? Ask yourself, what would I love? Let's give it a timestamp. Let's imagine that you step into this amazing machine. I would love to have one, even if it wasn't a time machine. 3 years went by and everything you wanted completely worked out. What does a life that you would love look like for you? Vibrant health, wonderful relationship with family and friends. You found the love of your life, or you strengthen your relationship with the love of your life. Maybe you have a great job now that you are really enjoying, and all the time and money and other resources you need for your creation and recreation. What does the life you dream of look like? Okay, this is a good time to take a fresh sheet of paper. And now you need to pause the video and please take about 30 seconds to capture the ideas that came to you about what you will love in your life. Start your notes with the statement, I am so happy and grateful now that. See you soon. Congratulations! This is the first key to mastering your results. Knowing what it is that you will love. And describing in detail is the first step in bringing those results to life. And this brings us to the second key for mastering your results, and that is deciding for your dream. Just like we experience results throughout our day, we also make decisions each moment of our day. In fact, a researcher at Cornell University found that the average adult makes over 30,000 decisions each day. And it's been proven that highly successful people are willing to decide for what they will love, even if they don't know how to bring it about. Some people want to know every step of the way before deciding, and that might encourage procrastination. The key is that you make a firm decision for what you want before you will bring your dream into reality. That means that you are planning and decided which new results you want to have. With your life assessment, you recognize your current results, where you are right now. Correct? Yes. And then after journaling, you know what you will love in your life. You have an outline of your dreams. Perfect. What happens in the middle between the results you have now and the results you want? Any idea how you're going to bring that dream about? Of course not. Your dream is a baby at this point. We want to suspend the how. We are going to refuse to let anything known and unknown interfere with our decision to move forward towards our dream. Are you willing to decide to do whatever it takes to concretize the results you will love? Yes. Yes. Good work. Good work. Congratulations. That's the second key for mastering your results. And that brings us to the third key, and that is befriending your fear. What does that even mean, right? Making friends with fear, I imagine that is the last thing you want. You don't want to have fear hanging out with you all day, right? Well, let's make this a one-way friendship. You can have fear, but you don't let fear have you. Actually, you can welcome your awareness that you are experiencing fear, because it is telling you that you are starting to break the boundaries that are keeping you stuck. When you decide for a dream, like you have done here today, there's a part of us that says, I'm going for it. I'm doing this. And then there's another part of us that says, no, this is not going to happen. What if I fail? What are my parents, friends, neighbors, co-workers going to think? And on and on. And that's the voice of fear. It's the part of us that does not want to rock the boat and wants to maintain the status quo. And those babies are great. I love them. Think about this. When we were babies, we all started as non-walker. As a non-walker, you saw people around you walking, and you started thinking that you wanted to do the same thing. So you locked your eyes on that toy, or that cookie, or that cat tail dangling from the table. Bad idea. You grabbed whatever was near you, and you pulled yourself up. But when you tried to take a step, what happened? You fell down. What did you do next? You rose up again and tried to take a step again, and you fell down again. This is what I made you a little frustrated, but you never considered quitting. You never told yourself, well, this is impossible. I guess I'm not meant to be a walker. No, of course not. You kept trying, and people started giving you some support, and you took more steps and more steps, first hanging on someone's finger until finally you were able to let go, and master this task. You became a walker. As we grow, the concept of failure becomes familiar, and we become fearful and ashamed of it. So we stop giving ourselves permission to fall down. We learn to walk by falling down. The truth is that we can avoid falling down it is getting back up that takes us to achieving our dream. It is the only way. You cannot become an Olympic athlete without experiencing failure and bruises and discouragement. Failure is an unavoidable learning point in our path. To build our dream, we will find some roadblock. And fear is the reminder that we are indeed moving forward. There are no great dream builders that have not experienced failure, but they keep pushing through. For example, Oprah Winfrey was fired by a television executive. She was told she was not fit for TV. By 2007, she was often ranked as the most influential woman in the world. So she created her own multi-billion-dollar network. Steven Spielberg was rejected from USC Film School 3 times, but he did not let that discourage him. He knew what he wanted and kept going. We can probably name his blockbuster movies, and I think last time I checked, his net worth is estimated to be more than $5 billion. And here is Starbucks. I think this is my favorite because Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks, was told there was no market for his kind of coffee. His loan application was rejected 242 times. How is that for persistence and certainty in what you believe, right? You need that certainty in what you believe. Now there are Starbucks all over the world, including Italy, the mother of espresso. And I think Starbucks is worth like $100 billion, something amazing. So don't forget that most often people with great success story also have experienced great failure. But rose up and tried again, tried another way. Now you may ask, but how do we give power to the part of us that wants to move forward when we are hearing that voice that wants us to stay put? There is a whole process to transforming our life that I take my client through in the Dream Builder program. But for our purpose today, I'm going to give you one thing you can do if you feel the fear that keeps you from moving forward, and that is refocus on your mind on your dream, and then take an action step, even if it is a very small one. Just thinking about your vision, your dream, and even writing it down is not going to make it happen like magic. You must really love your dream and take steps to move forward, even if that means coming out of your comfort zone, feeling a little scared. Are you willing to accept fear as part of the process of growing your dream and take the action necessary to live a life you love? Yes! Wonderful. That is the way. Now I want to tell you about heart-focused breathing, which will help you through your journey. Most of us have been taught in school that the heart is constantly responding to orders sent by the brain the boss, in the form of neural signals. However, it is not as commonly known that the heart actually is the boss and sends more signal to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. And these heart signals have a significant effect on brain function, influencing emotional processing, as well as higher cognitive faculties such as attention, perception, memory, and problem solving. In other words, not only does the heart respond to the brain, but the brain continuously responds to the heart. HeartMath Institute has shown that our feelings and emotions have a great power to affect the heart and the state of coherence. The Harmat Institute has been the leading organization for scientific research on the psychophysiology of stress, resilience, and the interaction between the heart and the brain for over 34 years. According to researchers, Director Dr. Rollin McCraty, coherence is the state when the heart, mind, and emotions are in energetic alignment and cooperation. When we're in a coherent state, we benefit from a broad range of health benefits like lower blood pressure, increased hormonal balance, faster recovery from heart disease and diabetes, better outcome in education, and the list goes on and on. Today I will teach you the basic technique called heart-focused breathing, a simple-to-use conscious breathing technique designed to reduce the intensity of a stress reaction and to establish a calm but alert state. Focus your attention on your heart or heart area. Breathe a little slower and deeper than usual. Find an easy rhythm that's comfortable for you. It might take, a few tries. You can breathe in any way you want, with your nose or your mouth or both. Does not make any difference. Actual contact with the area of your heart immediately brings your attention there and helps you focus, but you don't have to make contact if you don't want to. Imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart or chest area. Ideally, you can maintain this heart-focused breathing for at least 40 seconds, but any amount will help. Combining this simple act of focusing on the heart area with a slightly deeper level of breathing helps and help you draw energy away from the distressed thoughts and feelings, interrupting your body's mechanical stress response chemicals and reactivating healthy, rejuvenating chemicals. All right. Let's recap what we have covered. In this presentation, you'll learn 3 keys to mastering your results, which are 3 of the 10 principles in the Dream Builder program that I'm certified to teach. The first key is designing your dream. The second key is deciding for your dream. And the third key is befriending your fear. You also learn the heart-focused breathing technique from the Harmat Building Personal Resilience course that I'm certified to teach. Above all, remember this: you are worthy of your dream and a life you love living. I hope you have connected with these ideas and you will put them to practice, because they will make a difference in your life if you practice them. Now, if you want to go through the whole program with me and you want more information, we can certainly have a strategy session, which is a 30-minute one-on-one Zoom conversation where we get clear on what you would love to create, what is keeping you from advancing, and the flow of the classes if you're interested in taking them. Please contact me by using my website, authenticpowerlife.com. I noticed the shorter address doesn't always work. So please use the full address if that doesn't work. And fill the form provided. The form is to gather some information about what is the current situation you're experiencing and what is your dream. So when we meet, I will be ready to work with you instead of asking you a bunch of questions. A strategy session is valued at $300, and I'm so excited to offer it to you completely free. So if you are ready, put your hand on your heart, feel the vibration of your new life and say, I am ready. We need help. And since you befriended your fear, fill up that form. I'm so grateful you stopped by so that I could give you these 4 tools that will get you started. I am going to close this workshop with a famous quote from William H. Murray, a Scottish mountaineer and writer who played a crucial role in establishing the route to the summit of Mount Everest in 1951, paving the way for the first ascent of Edmund Hillary in May 29, 1953. One of the books he authored was The Story of Everest, and this is what he says. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, namely that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issue from the decision rising in one's favor, all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no one could have dreamt would have come their way. I learned a deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius and power and magic in it. You have a splendid dream. You wrote it down. You can feel it. You made a decision for it, and you can continue to elaborate on it. Read it again and again and again and make it yours. Once you turn off this video, you're back into your life. Notice what is inside you is far greater than any challenge you are facing. You have incredible power within you. This is your moment. The time to make the change you have been wanting for so long is now. To your dream.